so based off what you just shared with me, there's a lot to think about. Did you have a ritual for mindset that you would work on either on a daily basis or before a meet? I've seen athletes that will use music to get them in the right state, hyped or in the right frame of mind. Kind of maybe the music takes the negative thoughts out of their head because the music's now bringing in whatever positive vibes they want from that song. Did you have any type of ritual that you would do through training, race day, or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. That's a great point. You brought up the music. That was a big thing for me. Zoning out, getting into something else, listening to some other kind of words of like somebody else's thoughts. So you don't have to focus really on yours.
Right.
But no, I think music was a big part of my career as an athlete. Another thing is visualization.
Got it.
And that's very popular with most athletes,
yes.
professional and amateur. Just visualizing how you want something to go. Practicing that in your head over and over and over and over again until you're actually out there trying to do it. That's super important. The same thoughts or things.
Yes.
We attract what we think.
Right.
So the more you can think positive thoughts about and speak affirmations.
Yeah.
More likely, in my opinion, my belief, the more likely it's going to happen to you, right? The more you think about something, the more likely it's going to happen, either good or bad.
Yeah.
So I think like that visualization piece is key. Meditation is super important. So like going back to what we talked about is just forgetting about the stresses in your life for a bit, letting yourself get back to center, get back to understand like, okay, this is my goal, or this is my purpose, this is what I'm trying to do, without looking at all the outside influence.
Got it.
So
with that visualization, I've heard in an interview a long time ago, Floyd Mayweather says that he visualizes the fight before the fight 100 times, so that when the fight happens, he's seen in his mind every punch that he anticipates the guy will throw based off of the guy's style. Right. And so he already knows what it's going to look like the day he steps in the ring. So he's visualizing, and I didn't know if he didn't go on if it was a daily ritual or just like a random ritual that we do 100 times before a fight. Was this visualization that you would do something daily, weekly?
Yeah, I know. That's a great point you brought up about boxing and having visualization. Before going into the ring, it's pretty comparable to the fast-paced action in skating.
Right.
As soon as you step on that line, or as soon as that bell rings, it's like you can envision something happening, like you said, like 100 times.
Yeah.
But chances are, is it going to happen in that exact same way you envision? Probably not. So like that's the first step, is just kind of understanding, getting a mental image of what's what potentially could happen to you. But what can I potentially do out there? The next step is obviously execution, and that's a huge part. We can prepare as much as we want. We can have a mindset that's flawless. Yeah. But if we don't go out there and execute our plan the way we intended to, and go out and and you can apply this to so many different facets of life. If you don't execute the way you prepared for, then and it's essentially it's just wasted your time type of thing. But so there's so many different steps and that you need to take in order to become successful in sport. And I think like breaking it down step by step kind of gives you an idea of what it takes to be there. So
that's great. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm not a fast distance runner. I had a goal, I think it was 15 years ago, to run the New York Marathon, which I did. I ran the New York Marathon, and I ran it in about 5 hours. So, like, applying that thought, like, you've got to execute. I could sit here and visualize all day that I'm going to run it in 4 hours the next time, but I'm not going to train. It's not going to happen. It's probably going to be longer than 5 hours, right? Because I trained for it, and I still ran it in 5 hours. I'm not a distance runner. So that execution on top of the visualization is so key.
It's key.
Right? And so, like, for real estate, like, yeah, you can envision yourself owning a portfolio of real estate, but if you're not executing the steps in between, building a power team, educating yourself on it, it's probably not going to happen as well.
Exactly, yeah, and it, you know, you look at social media nowadays, and you can scroll through your feed, and you know, see a big car, and like, okay, I want to get there. You know, like, I want to get there, a big house. I want to get that. I want to get all that. You know,
Right.
all of that for myself.
Yes.
And I think nowadays it's like people want that.
Yeah.
You know, but what steps are you taking? Exactly what you said. What steps are you actually taking to get what you want?
Right.
And focusing in, and that's the struggle. You know, that's the struggle that most people don't want to go through.
Exactly.
But that struggle is necessary in order to reach the end goal. Exactly with sports.
Yeah.
With real estate, with anything.
Yep,
So.
love it. Okay, perfect. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, JR is going to share with us a nightmare story, and this is where I think your mindset maybe was put to the test at its fullest, because he was in an accident. I'll let JR tell the story. And if I understand correctly, there were doctors maybe, or people that probably thought you might not ever skate again competitively.
Yeah.
And you went to your third Olympics after that, right? So.
Sorry, that was my first Olympics.
Oh, that was your first Olympics. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yes. And here you are now facing this major adversity.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the mind could just say, I'm done, right? But it didn't.
Right.
And you went on for 3 more. Okay, excellent. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're going to come back to a quick commercial. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, come back and hear from JR on his nightmare story. With smartphones and technology making life a little easier, the Snap Leash has also been designed to make life a little easier for you and your pup. Whether you're out on a stroll in the park, or possibly a walk through the city, or maybe even a hike up in the mountains, the Snap Leash is the perfect leash for you. The Snap Leash can easily and conveniently convert into 7 types of leashes, making the Snap Leash the most convenient leash in the world. What other leash do you know that is 7 leashes in one? With the Snap Leash having appearances on the Today Show in New York City, TV 47 in Dallas, Texas, and ABC 4 right here in Midday, Utah, you are definitely going to want to take a peek at what the Snap Leash can do for you and your best friend. Make life a little easier for you and your pup, and visit www.snapleash.com today.